Okay, so this is the new Susan. I'm going to do a personal reading for Susan. And if you're watching, I would say that some of this will relate to you, but I am not to say that, This is Susan's reading. And I think that the main reason why you want to watch this is because you might want one. And you might want it done this way. Instead of me texting you, emailing you, instead of you coming over to my house, instead of Zoom or Telegram, you may want me to do a reading like this. So this is for the new Susan. And why I'm saying the new Susan is because she's letting me talk to her higher self, and she's relying more on her higher self. We really have to learn how to tap into our higher self. We are on 12 different dimensions. That's why I call myself Rebecca Booby 11, okay? Because we're on 12 dimensions all at once. And if we can tap into our other selves, it really helps. So, Susan, I am going to split the deck into 11 piles, okay? We're going to go with 11 piles. And we're going to see what your higher self wants you to hear. Okay? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? 1, 2, yep, 11. Okay? Now I'm going to put this over here, and let's just look how we can do this here. You're not going to, I'll just have to show you the cards. Your higher self wants to thank you for getting this reading. Your higher self says, you have an idea, Four of Cups, that you want to bring down into reality. You want to bring that idea into reality. You've got the cup up here. You've got all these ideas. You're on a new path. You're the new Susan, and you want to put that cup right here with the 3 old ones. Now, if you look back on your life, you probably got these 3 cups, and you probably can figure out what they are. Childhood trauma in the middle of your life, this last past life with your husband, and now this is that 4th cup that's coming into play that you're going to put here, and you're going to bring that 4 of Cups. Right now, this is you with your hands crossed saying, I'm not too happy with my life. I'm not too happy with the way things are going. I've got all these ideas, and this is all I keep focusing on. Why? Because I'm listening too much to the devil. All the negativity. I'm going to go right back to here again. All of this stuff. Look at even the color match. The browns and the blacks and the dark blues. No brightness there. The devil just keeps messing with you through inner child, through your middle years, through your past marriage. We need to be the new, okay? So we need to have our eyes wide open and bring that cup into reality. And remember, this is why you're like this and not happy. Okay? It's going to take strength. You just heard that in the reading today. the reading before yours right now talked about slaying the demons, right? What comes out? So today's energy definitely is the same. I'll tell people, if you see my lives and then you get a personal reading, it should just connect. This is totally connecting. Okay, you got angel cancels out the devil. So if you can have temperance, if you can do this, if you can not listen to this, and you can slay them demons, the angels are there to help you. And I'm drawn to the cup, red and blue, red and blue. It's not about Democrats and Republicans. It's not about that. It's about blood and water. That's what that is. And you see how her foot is on the blood? She's in a tunnel. That's one of them adrenaline tunnels there, see? And she's here on a mission. That's you. That's you in the picture. And you're cleansing. You're cleansing. That's what you're doing. If you knew what you were doing in astro, it would be more easier for you to understand this picture. But this is you. This is a really good picture of you. You're cleansing the tunnels. Wow. That one goes pretty deep because that's hard for me to explain all that. So you'll have to talk to your higher self definitely about cleansing the tunnels. You've got a great mission going on. Okay, now this is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is here because this Four of Cups, this idea, all this stuff that you want to bring down into the 4D New Earth, you're going to have to make some decisions. And I'm drawn to, it doesn't seem that she has her blindfold on in the vision I'm seeing in this card right now, is that her one sword is up here and her one sword is down here because she's kind of like focused on pentacles. You're waiting for quantum financial system. You're waiting for your redemption appointment. You're waiting for somehow to leave the matrix binds on you. Okay, so when that happens, you're going to have that decision to make. Okay, you're high above the water. You're not sinking. You're not sinking at all. You're doing really, really good, but you keep sabotaging it by the way you think. You keep thinking that you're not high above the water. Matrix ways. You're cleansing you're cleansing the tunnels. Your pure water and your Christ consciousness is cleansing them tunnels, but you don't see it in the matrix, and you let the words and you let the devil just, he's got a strong hold. He's got a strong hold on you, but this is another picture of you where you're trying to get him gone. That's why you're getting this reading. You're really trying. It's not like you're high above the water, but you keep thinking you're underwater. So this is a battle, this decision that you're going to have to make. It's a battle of the mind. It's not so much a physical decision. It's battling this demon. Yeah. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead, and underneath that Four of Cups is the Nine of Cups. Okay, and what this is signifying is, when I told you that everything up here is your project for 4D, this just backs it up. because this is your wishes and your desires card. Okay? The Nine of Cups. Wishes and desires. That's what you're trying to do. That's right underneath the Four of Cups. Okay? So we got that. We already covered that. What's underneath the Devil is you're questing. You're not. Okay, let me just talk to your higher self for a second. Okay. The King of Questing, you see him sitting in the chair? He's got all the tools around him. He's got all the faith candles lit. But tell me what's wrong with this picture. Now, some cards just fell, so we're going to go ahead and take them next. Tell me what's wrong with this picture. The cards fell for a reason, because they're going to answer my question. But I want you to answer my question. If he's got all them tools around him and he's got faith and they're all faith candles are lit, well, what the hell's wrong? Yeah, he's sitting. He's not questing. He's thinking about it. That's the words again, right? He's thinking. And therefore, the devil's coming in and smashing every thought. Oh, she wants to do this. Well, I'll put an end to that. Oh, she wants to do this. Oh, I'll put an end to that. Because you're waiting too much on Pentacles. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and I don't have my redemption appointment yet. We can still do a lot of stuff without our redemption appointment. Okay, so what are the cards that fell on the floor? These are really good, but they're all upside down. So what does that mean? Okay, these are the exact cards I got in the reading earlier, except for the Destiny card. Wow, so there's so much information coming through right now. So that reading that was prior to this one, labeled The Secret Government, all these cards came out. In your reading, they came out in reverse. So that means you're not focused enough on your world mission. You're not being courageous and daring enough. Getting off of your chair there. You've got all the tools. You're doing everything right. You just got a good reading. You just got a reading. You listen to the readings all the time. Everything's plugging along, but your destiny feels in reverse. Oh, look at that. I want to show you something. What do you see here? The blue and the red again. See the cups? You're cleansing the tunnels. You really are. Look it, that's your destiny. But see, when you wake up, you're just focusing on them pentacles and you're just focused. See, he's sitting there with his arms crossed, just focused. See? Arms crossed, not doing nothing. Where's that king? Got everything he needs, but just sitting there. Focus too much on pentacles. Wow, that's really something. King of Swords, that's the truth. Okay, but when it came out in reverse. So you're not seeing something clearly. You've got everything in front of you. You've got the whole thing. But then he steps in and blocks it. So you're getting this reading because it was exactly the reading before, right? Today's reading, except for yours were in reverse. All right. Okay, now these two cards didn't fall out, and they're the cards that are like the final. I've still got a few more cards to pull, but these cards wanted to come out now and show you that by using your intuition, the High Priestess, you'll get through the Five of Swords, all the challenges. Okay? So the high priestess is saying, you can do this through your intuition, but you have to get into the high priestess mode, not letting him in, having to have that strength to slay the dragon. Okay? So that was pretty deep. Ace of Cups. So it's about love again. All right? The final outcome here is about love. Pentacles, okay, Queen of Pattern, which is you have everything you need. Remember back to the card where the king was sitting there with everything he needed all around him. Well, they're saying that you have everything you need. But I'm drawn to her eyes, and it's kind of like she has all of her focus on that pentacle. So there's too much focus on pentacles. And I keep repeating myself because they're saying that whatever it is, and I don't have the answer for you at the second of how to get out of this, but we're too focused on the pentacle and we're not focused enough on that cup of love. I hope we can get a few more answers because I think you already know this. But it's like, how do I break free from this matrix thinking? How do I break free from the devil? So we're going to see. By staying creative, being the queen of questing. Now, the king was sitting, and now the queen is sitting. So you see again what that's trying to say? That this usually is the card of creativity where I say the girl sitting on the bed and she's playing her guitar and writing songs. Well, the king and the queen are just sitting. They're not doing enough. Even though they're still playing the piano, they're still writing their songs, they have everything around them, everything's fine, but they're not something, you just ain't questing enough. You both have to get up off of your sitting position. And it's true, Page of Swords, more action is needed. More action is needed. Now, I'm not the one to give you the answers on how we have to do this. I'm just giving you the energy that's telling you that we have to stay balanced, we have to stay focused, but action is required. And somehow your action is not being put in the right place. And then the devil keeps coming in and kind of like he's trying to knock you off of that stool that you're on there. He's not winning. If he was winning, you wouldn't be getting this reading. You'd already just be sucked into his bullshit, okay? So he's not winning, but we're getting this reading because the energy is saying that the queen and the king are just sitting around. But you did get two queens and a king. So you have lots of abundance, you have lots of creativity, the Ace of Hearts, you have lots of love. It's just getting that strength, getting the strength to find that king, and your intuition will get you through the challenges. So that's about all I can really tell you. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. Page of Questing. So keep on keeping on. You don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Eight of Pentacles, your hard work will pay off. Just by you asking for a reading or getting a reading, not that you asked for it, but you, just by you doing you donated to the pet project, just by you keep on keeping on, just by you doing the Page of Questing, and not letting the animals die. See all the bones around her? By you using your intuition, and I'm drawn to the greens in there, you're going through your challenges. You are acting in love. You are playing your music. You do have everything you need. See, you're defeating the devil. Your hard work is paying off. But what did I tell you about your dreams and desires, right? The green again, I'm drawn to. This is a really good reading because you're doing everything like I said about you cleansing the tunnels. If you can start seeing more of what you're really doing and focus on the positive instead of the negative, I've told you that several times. That's the key right there. So your higher self is saying that's it. It's that negative has to be smashed every single time it comes in. Yep. Judgment's here. Yep, that was it. Your higher self said, that's it. Bingo. And she said, you know exactly what I'm saying. You'll get your king of love then. You'll be balanced out and you'll get your king of love. And he's a leader. 6 of Wands. He's a leader. He is full of truth. Back to the Page of Swords again. He wanted to come out. He's a truth bringer. He's defeated the devil. He's already done it. He's already defeated the devil and he's made his decision and he's coming towards you. He's coming towards you, but he can't have the old Susan. He has to have the new Susan. Okay? So that's perfect. Now we're just going to pull a couple more to end it underneath the 9 of Cups. We have the Magician. You have to use your magic power. Check out the song Triumph, Magic Power. It's off the Allied Forces album. It's by the group Triumph. Like the motorcycle Triumph, the Mage. That's how you're going to get your wishes and your desires. He's coming in. There is victory. 9 of Wands. He's coming in and he's coming in soon because 9s are the end. The wolves in sheep's clothing, you've already put the wolves in sheep's clothing in their place. You've already disconnected from all the people you were supposed to disconnect from. They're saying don't focus too much on disconnecting anymore. Now it's time to connect. Okay? They will keep out who's not supposed to be in. So focus mostly on connecting. Yep, and there's your victory. There will be victory in doing it that way. So we're going to go ahead and end there because that's exactly going towards your wishes and desires. You will be reaping your reward. You will be celebrating. There will be victory because you have put them wolves on the stick. So I'm getting all positive from your soul, from your higher self. I've even told you what you're working on big time in astro. The only warning is you're listening to the devil when he speaks to you. And that's where you have to find out how not to listen to the devil by using your intuition, changing your thinking, changing your words, focusing on all the positive, because you can slay him. But you know, because you even said you knew that that's where you were at. So check out that music. And finally, you got your 9 of Pentacles and Justice. That will be your redemption appointment. That will be your reward. That will be the final, will be 9 of Pentacles, abundance, and justice. And isn't that what we all want? We used to want peace of mind, and now what we want is justice and abundance to move forward. So we have to take a new beginning and be the queen of truth. Get out of that stuck mode, Eight of Swords, and get moving on love. Page of Cups, which is the love action card. You'll get the smoking gun if you do it. And the Ace of Q is a yes, yes, yes. Ace of Wands. Okay, so it's just repeating itself. It's saying, you know what to do. You know how to get rid of the 10 swords in your back. You know your options. 7 of Cups. I could just keep pulling them, but I don't have to, because we came right back to him to end it. So get up off of that king's chair. You've got everything you need. You've got the faith candle in your hand. And you knew before the reading, but this is confirmation. And your higher self says that between today's reading and this reading, keep playing it, keep rewatching it, and she'll keep talking through you. Thank you, the new Susan. Thank you, everybody, for listening. It was 26:26 on the clock. I am Miss Mystic.